Whales are accumulating over 35 million Kaspa tokens while retail traders panic sell. One wallet just bought 9 million KAS in a single transaction, another grabbed 6.5 million, and according to one analyst's wild projection, if Kaspa absorbs just a fraction of global wealth, we're looking at $7,744 per token. But before you mortgage your house, there's a critical chart pattern forming right now that could make or break this entire rally. The data I'm about to show you changes everything. Welcome back to the channel, Crypto Fam. If you're new here, I break down the market moves that actually matter. No fluff, no empty hype, just actionable analysis. Smash that like button if you want Kaspa to hit $1 before 2026, and subscribe, because we're tracking the biggest altcoin setups of this cycle. Let's dive in. Kaspa is having a moment. While Bitcoin consolidates and most altcoins bleed, KAS just pulled off a 47% weekly rally before cooling down to 5.1 cents. According to data from CoinMarketCap, trading volume hit $69 million with a market cap sitting at $1.37 billion as of December 1, 2025. But here's what makes this interesting. The price action isn't random. A crypto analyst posting as More Crypto Online just dropped an Elliott Wave chart showing Kaspa potentially completing one more high in what they're calling Circle Wave 1. Translation: we might see one final pump before a correction. The Fibonacci extensions on their 4-hour chart target levels up to 78.6% from the recent lows around 9 cents. That's technical analysis speak for buckle up. Meanwhile, daily Kaspa identified a critical breakout on the weekly KS to BTC chart around 0.000064 BTC. When altcoins start outperforming Bitcoin, that's when things get spicy. And according to their analysis, Kaspa just broke through downtrend resistance with volume. A textbook bullish signal that honestly preceded the 47% rally we just witnessed. But the real story isn't the charts, it's what's happening behind the scenes. On-chain data tells a very different story than what you see on social media. According to a post from Kaspa builders, top wallets are aggressively buying the dip. We're talking about multi-million token purchases happening while retail traders hit the panic button. Rank number 164 wallet added 9 million KAS. Rank number 8 grabbed 6.5 million. Rank number 158 accumulated 6.1 million tokens. These aren't your average DeFi degens. These are whales positioning for something big. When you see MEXC or Uphold wallets adding millions of tokens, that could be customer deposits, not institutional accumulation. Fair criticism. But when you combine exchange activity with non-exchange whale wallets also loading up simultaneously, the pattern becomes harder to dismiss. Smart money doesn't move in coordinated fashion without a reason. Here's where it gets interesting. Kaspa's fundamentals actually justify this accumulation. The network processes 10 blocks per second using Ghost DAG consensus, a block DAG architecture that solves the blockchain trilemma. That's tech speak for fast, secure, and decentralized all at once. Bitcoin does one block every 10 minutes. Kaspa does 10 per second. The math is absurd. And they're targeting 100 blocks per second in future upgrades, potentially reaching 10,000 transactions per second. But wait, there's more. Kaspa just launched vProgs, their smart contract upgrade. According to developer Michael Sutton's yellow paper, vProgs enable native Layer 1 programmability through off-chain execution and zero-knowledge proof verification. So, Kaspa evolves from a fast payment network into a full DeFi settlement layer without relying on rollups like Ethereum does. This is synchronous composability with sub-second finality. If that sounds like game-changing tech, that's because it is. And then there's the moonboy scenario. A post from True Kaspa Believer summarizes a YouTube video projecting Kaspa at $7,744 per token. Yes, you heard that right. $7,744. The premise? If Kaspa absorbs $222 trillion in global assets like gold and real estate, basic market cap math puts each token at that astronomical price. The video even suggests buying 1,366 KAS tokens to position for this outcome. One reply called it moonboy speculation, and honestly, they're not wrong. But here's my expert take. The $7,744 projection is mathematically possible, but honestly, practically delusional. For context, that would require Kaspa to reach a market cap exceeding the entire global economy. Not happening anytime soon. However, the underlying premise isn't completely insane. Kaspa is positioning itself as a monetary black hole, a store of value that's faster and more scalable than Bitcoin while maintaining proof-of-work security. If it captures even 1% of Bitcoin's market share, we're looking at 20 to 30 times returns from current levels. That's still life-changing money without the fantasy numbers. The UEX exchange listing adds another bullish catalyst. According to their announcement, US users can now trade Kaspa with low fees, earn 3.5% APY in non-locking savings, and borrow up to 90% against holdings. They support more than 61 crypto fiat pairs, with ZEAL and PayPal on-ramps. This is massive for retail adoption. And the KRC20 ecosystem is quietly heating up. According to Kaspa Builder's weekly market overview, tokens like NACHO hold $5.28 million market cap, ZEAL sits at $4 million, and PPKAS reached $3.33 million. These are Kaspa's equivalent of meme coins and DeFi tokens. Secondary indicators that developer activity and community engagement are real. When ecosystems build out token standards and secondary markets, that's when things transition from speculation to legitimacy. But let's address the obvious concern. Kaspa dropped from 6 cents to just over 5 cents recently, a 13% pullback after that 47% rally. Volatility like this scares normies, and despite bullish predictions, KAS still trades 95% below those wild $1 year-end targets people were throwing around. According to sentiment data, 89% of the community remains bullish, but, that could easily flip if Bitcoin dumps or macro conditions deteriorate. My analysis: this setup looks bullish short-term, but honestly, it requires confirmation. If KAS holds support around 4.5 cents and breaks above 6 cents with volume, the next leg could target 10 to 12 cents based on Fibonacci extensions. That's a clean 2x from current levels. The whale accumulation data supports this scenario. But if Bitcoin weakness drags the entire market down, Kaspa won't be immune. Risk management matters more than hopium. One more thing, Kaspa's pure fair launch with no pre-mine or VC allocation makes it fundamentally different from most altcoins. There's no insider dump risk. The distribution curve resembles Bitcoin's early days. That's rare in crypto and honestly, worth noting for long-term holders. So, what's the verdict? Kaspa is flashing bullish signals across technical analysis, on-chain metrics, and fundamental upgrades. Whales are accumulating. The tech is legit. The ecosystem is growing. But that $7,744 projection, pure fantasy fuel. So, realistic targets sit between 10 cents and 50 cents for this cycle, depending on Bitcoin's performance and the broader market conditions. If you found this breakdown valuable, go watch my previous video on altcoin rotation strategies. It'll help you time entries like a pro. And, check out my other videos too. Drop a comment below telling me your KAS price prediction for 2025. Are you buying this dip or waiting for confirmation? Let's discuss. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. We're building the smartest crypto community on YouTube, and I want you to be part of it. See you in the next one. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only. I am not a financial advisor. Cryptocurrency investments carry significant risk, including total loss of capital. Always do your own research. Never invest more than you can afford to lose. And consult a licensed financial professional before making investment decisions. Past performance does not guarantee future results. Trade safe out there.